Frozen Titans, the cold ones, the Icey boys. This is a squad built around a headliner weapon, one able to eliminate a Vec every turn, or, in a pinch, protect a unit or building. The biggest weaknesses of that weapon are easily countered by a good pilot choice in Bethany or Mafan, and the base weapons only take a few cores to fully upgrade, making it easy to add extra weapons to this squad. On the other hand, the squad as a whole has a low damage, and the Janus cannon is a liability as often as it is an asset. So let's break them down. The first mech is called the Aegis mech. It is a prime mech with 4 move, and is equipped with the Spartan shield, which does 2 damage and flips the enemy facing, redirecting fire. It costs 1 core to power, 1 core to also shield the user, and 2 cores to increase the damage by 1. The second mech is called the Mirror mech, and it is a brute class mech and is equipped with the Janus cannon, a direct fire cannon. It fires both front and back, doing 1 damage and knockback in each direction. It costs 1 core to power, 1 core to increase weapon damage by 1, and a further 3 cores to increase the weapon damage by a further 1. Finally, you have the headliner, in my opinion, what the squad is built around, the Ice mech, which is 2 health, is ranged and flying, and is equipped with the Cryo Launcher. The Cryo Launcher is an indirect fire weapon that freezes both the target and itself. It costs 2 cores to power and has no upgrades. So, what pilot should I pick for this squad? Bethany, Jones, and Mafan. Mafan is slightly better than Bethany, but being shielded completely eliminates the downside of the cryo launcher. You don't need to do any special positioning to take advantage of it. You can just freeze 1 Vec every turn. There's no other pilots that can really compete for this slot unless you're trying to make things slightly harder for yourself. Strategy. As the achievement suggests, this squad is built around that Ice mech. 2 of the 3 achievements are specifically about the Ice mech. You want to be freezing an enemy every turn if you can. With Bethany and Mafan, this is simple because being shielded prevents even self-damage from freezing you. But it's still possible even without them. You just have to use the Vec or the Janus cannon. Ice breaks if the unit would take damage. So that means you need to fire the cryo launcher on top of spawn points or in the line of fire to ensure that the next turn that Ice mech is back up and ready for action. Remember, especially on hard, this squad is not built for high damage. You'll have a hard time killing more than 2 Vec a turn on later islands. You want to ensure that as many Vec as possible target your mechs rather than the infrastructure, because often you will be facing more Vec than you can kill on the first turn. And because Frozen Vec still count towards a unit limit, the game will actually tend to spawn fewer enemies as the battle goes on. Take advantage of that. Mission difficulty will typically peak around turn 2. In my opinion, this is actually one of the easiest squads to play with on hard, as all Vec can be frozen in 1 hit. Doesn't matter if they're vanilla, alpha, or even leaders. With that in mind, try to avoid taking missions where you have to kill things. The squad can do some damage, but the Ice mech actually effectively protects the enemies it targets. The cold ones are best at protecting things rather than outright murder. This means don't pass up missions that combo well with that, like freeze and defend the tank missions, or the volatile Vec missions. Finally, the islands that will cause the most problems for this squad are islands where blobbers and spiders are present. Anything that spawns extra enemies will play havoc with the combat mass that the Icey lads rely on so much. That's my breakdown and advice on the Frozen Titans. Next time we'll heat things up with a look at the Flame Behemoths.